This is a 2019 Mini Cooper 3-door. It's the classic. You can tell it a mile away. Nothing's really changed as far as shape goes, because why mess with a good thing? 16-inch wheels. What has changed is the logo. So that's what the new one looks like. Let me get out of the way there. The old logo was just filled in a little bit there, so it's a little more airy, I find. That's what your front end looks like. Halogen lights all over the place. So again, everyone's seeing the outside of a Mini, whether you've seen the Italian job or whether you've been driving on the streets or if you're in a bus, but everyone knows what a Mini looks like. So let's just take a look in the rear, because in case some of you haven't seen the trunk, that's what you get. 211 liters of cargo space. Put the seats down, one that way, and then you get 731 liters of cargo space. So that's pretty much the outside of the car. Let's take one last look at the rear. Okay, and we'll be right back with a look at the inside of the 2019 Mini Cooper. And we're back with the 2019 Mini Cooper. Not much different here. Let's just jump on in. So let me get my intro out of the way. There's your steering wheel. There's the new logo as well, and your basic dash. Not basic in a bad way, but just very Mini Cooper-esque. So what you do get is the push button start, or as I call it, the airplane. I see airplanes with these kinds of switches there. So gaps here, and that's because it's a base model. You don't have your shifting from green to sport. Heated seats come with it as part of the classic line option, and for that you get a panoramic sunroof. There's one, there's the other. Kind of cool. Heated front seats, as I mentioned, they heat up very nicely, and you get 3 stages as well, depending on how much heat you want. You get fog lights, which you saw outside, the chili red coloring, black leatherette seats, which is what you see right there. Pardon my phone cable, put that out of the way. Very, very comfortable as well. And the 16-inch, they call them victory spoke wheels. No navigation, no Sirius XM here. At least that's how it's been spec'd. As far, get me out of the reflection there. As far as fuel efficiency goes, I've gotten 524 liters of, that's not true, 524.7 kilometers out of a tank, 84 kilometers left. So very, very nice, especially on a 44-liter tank. As far as power goes, it's the Mini 3-cylinder engine, 1.5 turbo, 134 horse, 162 pound-feet of torque. Very, very comfortable. Manual seats, manual everything. I love what they've managed to keep as far as elements go. No fancy HVAC stuff. You get to pick your own directions and pick your own fan speeds like that. It's manual. I think I've mentioned that. Maybe I haven't. No, I don't think I have. Anyway, 6-speed manual. Very easy as far as the drive goes. Very, very cool that a media car has been spec'd in manual. Anyways, yeah, aside from that, everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. There's your iDrive system. Again, very, very easy to use, controls everything up there. One thing you don't get is to choose your type of, ooh, that's a lot of light. You don't get to choose your interior light color as you do on almost every other Mini. Again, back to the base package, that's just how it goes. All right, that's going to wrap up the inside, because, well, everyone knows what the inside of a Mini Cooper looks like, and if you don't, here's what it looks like now. We'll be right back with the drive portion. Okay, we're back with the drive portion of the 2019 Mini Classic 3-door. So it's a manual, so let's start her up. A couple of things to note before we get going. The base price of the car is incredibly affordable, $23,090, and BMW/Mini tacked on the Classic line, which is the panoramic sunroof, heated seats, front fog lights, chili red paint, which is $590, carbon black leatherette seats, 16-inch victory spoke black wheels, $200, and the white bonnet stripes, which I think you saw on the outside, and I think you can see from here, $150. But you don't have to get any of that. Put a pair of long johns on, put some gloves on, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So power-wise, before we get going, three-cylinder turbo 1.5, 134 horse, 162 pound-feet of torque, 7.5 liters of combined fuel efficiency. I'm at 7.1. Pretty good. Very, very happy with the way the car drives. It doesn't have a ton of power, even though it's a turbo, but you know what? It has plenty. Can you see the reverse camera? Yeah, I think you can. A little bit. Anyways, you still get that, which is pretty cool. So, the throws are very, very long. I've noticed, and I've had the car for a week. As some of you may know, I do my videos on my last day of driving the car because, well, I want to get a full a week's worth of driving impressions before I before I share it with you folks out there. So, you know, where I normally take a turn in second gear, I'm taking it in first. Just again, the throws are very, very long. You know, you put your foot down and you get all the power you need, whether it's getting on the highway or getting out of a potentially dangerous situation where a collision may occur. It's a great car if you want to learn how to drive standard on it. Right in the middle, I don't think you can see it, is the little gear selector as to what gear you're in. Gear indicator as to what gear you're in, and it tells you when you should be shifting up or down. It's got rev matching as well, so your downshifts are much smoother, and I think it'll help if, you know, again, you're picking up this car to learn how to drive standard, or if you have a basic knowledge of it and you like the manual transmission, and you want something fun to boot around the city, and again, that's affordable, that looks good, that drives well, and is remarkable on fuel. You know, 44-liter tank, and I should get about 620 kilometers, maybe 650, once all is said and done. It's comfortable. It's a Mini. It handles incredibly well, and you know, I'm very, very happy with it. I've always liked Minis. You know, all the Minis I've driven, whether it's the Clubman, the Countryman, the convertible, the 5-door, you know, I've liked all of them. Quick side note: so I'm doing 61 kilometers an hour. And I'm clearly in the wrong gear. You know, I feel like I should be in fourth because that's how the rest of my cars that I drive have been in, including other press cars in my own car. But for this one, you know, you kind of want to sit in third as far as being able to get the response out of the gas pedal. So again, I'm at 58, 59, and now it's telling me to go from third to fourth, so I'm going to. But when I put my foot down, there's a hesitation. And there's that slight little rumbly bit where the car says, oh, you're in a gear that's too high for what I want to do. So even still, you know, doing 61, 62, the car's happier in third gear, even though it says to go to fourth, but you'll get the response that you want, a little more timely, a little more crisply. Crisply, I don't think that's a word. You get a crisper response. I made up a word. When you're in a lower gear than what you're used to. So, you know, aside from that, again, the car drives great. It's kind of got that whole great visibility. The windows are massive all around. Plus, the panoramic sunroof really makes a big difference as well. And if I were to get this vehicle, I would opt for the Classic line, which gives me the heated seats. Which I'm iffy on the heated seats. Just overall, you know, I've got a very strong collection of long johns because, you know, it's 40 Canadian winters for me this year, so I know how to prepare myself for them. It's panoramic sunroof. I love sunroofs. I love having the extra light in there. Is it a mandatory item for me? No, not at all. It's a nice to have as opposed to have to have. But yeah, you know, I would spec it just pretty much. I guess I take it as is. You know, I don't really need any of the other things. Just give me a nice stripped down car. It still has your Bluetooth, and it still has cruise control. And it's a manual, so you know it's a little more to love, and it does everything it's supposed to, for me anyway. Again, it's a Mini, so you know it's going to handle great, and it's going to be very, very responsive. Fuel efficiency, is great, and I think that's pretty much it. So you know, if you're looking for something great to putter around town with that looks good, feels good, drives well, great on gas, the 2019 Mini Cooper 3-door is definitely the way to go. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep this review super short. If there's anything else you have question-wise, let me know in the comment section. I will do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again next time.